Welcome to Madico U. This is a continuing solar control film training. This is lesson number 5 on data loggers. Data loggers are sales tools that can be used to help validate the effectiveness of applying a solar control window film to the existing glazing. These are programmable thumb drives, and they're designed to record the temperature at set intervals and durations so that you can compare the temperatures between like offices, one with a film and one that's in its current state. After the designated period, the data can be downloaded and then overlapped to show the temperature variations between the two offices. So I'm going to go through a brief instruction on using the program and the data loggers. First, what I do is I program the data loggers, and I like to set them to record for every 5 minutes. Then I set a starting date so that both data loggers are synced together. Next, to conduct the study, I use 2 adjacent offices of similar dimensions, usually of equal glazing size, that face the same direction relative to the sun. So ideally, you'd pick an office that's next to each other that are of similar furnishings and similar window sizes and shapes. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, you'll want to pick the north and the west facing windows. And in the northern hemisphere, you'll want to pick the south or the west facing. Next, I'll notify both office owners that there's a study taking place and not to make any adjustments to the data loggers or the thermostats. So ideally, you'll want to have both offices on the same thermostat. If that's not possible, you'll want to make sure that you set them both to the same temperature. One office is going to remain as is, and the second office, we're going to replace the solar control film on the windows. Important part is placing of the data loggers. I like to place them about 3 feet behind the windows, or about a meter behind the windows, in each office. So one behind the newly tinted solar control and one in the pre-existing condition windows that have not been modified. It's helpful if you place them in the center of the windows in roughly the same position in both offices. Again, just in keeping sure that nothing gets altered by mistake, you'll want to mark the data loggers as not to be moved and re-inform the office of the studies. I like to take note of which room and which location I place each of the data loggers. That way it makes it easier for the data association later when I download them. When the study is complete, I collect the data loggers, download the data into Excel, and then I compare and see the improvement in room temperature. This shows an example of the data overlaid by using Excel. When you download the data from these data loggers, it comes in a very long column, and I'll take both readings and I'll lay them up against each other, and then I'll use the chart feature within Excel to visualize where the temperature differences occur, and you can see it also shows at what time of the day these temperature differences occur. I'm Jesse Manship, Technical Services Engineer with Madico. I can be reached at jmanship@madico.com. Also on the line is Jay Larkin, our Business Development Manager. He can be reached at jlarkin@madico.com. Thank you again for attending Madico U.